Hey everyone, this video is mostly going to be on a bookcase that I am refinishing, but I also want to quickly talk about some new things that you will start to see in my videos. No, I'm not just talking about the new roll of 80 grit sandpaper that I bought, although it is incredibly significant, I know. For Christmas, I got a green screen, and it took me until now to set it up and start using it. I got it with the intention of using it mainly for film and CGI purposes, but now that I've adopted a new passion for refinishing furniture, I'll also use it for my before and after shots and for the pictures that I post on Facebook Marketplace. So I included this fun little picture as a bad example to show what this will accomplish. Also, this may not happen for a little while, or at least it might not be shown in my videos for a little while, but I am being evicted from my bay of our garage because we just bought a new vehicle and that is going to be stored in there. So I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to be moved to, like all the furniture. I have my hopes for where I want to be moved to, but I'm not going to say anything until it happens. So I'll probably get comments like, dude, what happened to your setup? But so just a heads up, but that will be happening soon. But back to this bookcase. It may seem like just an ordinary bookcase, but I did not buy this off of Facebook Marketplace. This belongs to my great-grandmother, and I have been given the task of refinishing it, so it is more special to me than it may seem to all of you. It still turned out pretty nice though, and you get to watch me work, so what's a better way to spend your day, right? So speaking of the brand new 100 sheet roll of 80 grit sandpaper I ordered, I used half of it just sanding this bookcase down to the bare wood. Not only was it stained the right way the first time, which made it harder to sand out, but the stain kept building up in chunks on the sandpaper, so I had to switch it frequently. It wasn't an issue with the new sandpaper being cheap or anything. I tried using one of the old sheets and it did the same thing. Just some pieces of furniture are like that, I guess. The same thing happened to the big antique coffee table when I sanded it down too. It's not a big deal though. Half the roll means I only used like $10 worth of sandpaper, and I got paid well to refinish this, so it paid for itself. After everything was brought down to the bare wood, I scuffed the edges to make them less sharp, and then quickly went over everything again with 400 grit sandpaper to make it smoother. I attempted to use Minwax's Colonial Maple Stain, which was requested by my grandmother, who I'm refinishing this for, but I was just generally unhappy with it when it was done, so I remembered that I had a gel stain in the basement. It was called Fruitwood, I think, and I tried using that, just going over the Colonial Maple with it, after sanding it down lightly again, obviously. And it turned out way nicer, so I am so glad that I did that. The gel stain, just since it's not so transparent, it's more opaque, it hid a lot of the imperfections and the parts that were hard to sand out, and it just looked a lot nicer and cleaner. So after that, I coated the entire thing with my signature Minwax's warm satin polyurethane, which adds a layer of protection to the bookcase and makes it shinier and smoother. And after that, it was done. This bookcase was a pain, to say the least, refinishing it. But it was still something to do, and it produced good results, and I'm happy with it. And the good thing is, I didn't have to wait around for someone to buy it off of Facebook Marketplace. I got it for free, and as soon as I was done working on it, I got it out of my garage and made money instantly. That's the nice thing about a job rather than buying and selling. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below, and I will see you in the next video.